When it comes to your phone time, I've got a video that a lot of y'all have seen, but it's on the first 10 minutes of my phone time. And the first 10 minutes of my phone time is all organization and prep. And it's the thing that people tend to underestimate. I always do my schedule out for the next 3 days. The next thing I always do is make sure I have my script out, whatever script is appropriate for the people I'm calling. But then the last thing I do is I have to organize who I'm going to call. And I always spend at least 10 minutes just like doing a separate sheet out of all the people I'm going to call. And everyone on the team always goes, man, that's busy work. I don't need to do that. I'll just go through and the numbers are already here. And I always push back and go, I'm going to tell you it's less effective. It's less effective. So rather than me spending time during my phone time debating who I'm going to call, I make the decisions at the beginning when I'm just engaging that part of my brain. And on a separate sheet of paper, I make a list of 20 names and 20 numbers just on my spiral. But I write down all the people I'm going to call. And then next to every single person, when I call, I'll just put like NA, no answer. Or like when I booked the demo for and their address. Like I just fill that stuff in on the side. And I just go to the bottom. And I start back at the top, and anyone who didn't answer, I call a second time. And then my phone time's done. This is how I do my phone time. There's an emotional and mental process you have to go to get yourself psyched up to do this activity of phone time, which is just different than what a lot of you guys have done. It's not hard, and you get to a point where even if you don't love it, it's not hard. Like for me, phone time, it's not challenging at this point, but it is something I have to sort of get myself like leveled up to actually do. And the challenging part, though, is that all that mental work it takes to kind of get on the phone, getting yourself psyched up, guys, I do it once. Like, this is the thing I need you to understand. I do it once. All I have to do is get myself psyched up to do the first call, and then it's just call. The thing that I see a lot of people on the team doing is that y'all make yourself do it 20 times. Like 20 times. All that sort of build up and like positive affirmations and decision-making process I'm going to do phone time, y'all make yourself do it over and over again between every single call. And that's why even if, I'm not telling you my phone time is always more effective than yours, like maybe you do phone time and you book 3 demos and I do phone time and I book 3 demos, but my phone time takes a quarter of the amount of time and a tenth the amount of stress. Because I only have to sort of make those positive decisions once, and then it's just call. Imagine you're at a free throw line, and someone said, hey man, you're going to win $5,000, but you got to sink 5 free throws, 5 out of 10. We'll give you 10 shots. You got to sink 5 of them. But if you hit it, you're going to win 5 G's. So you step up to the line and you feel all the nerves and pressure and all the people watching you, and your head's going through like, oh, what if I miss it? What if I miss it? But then you're also going like, oh man, but what if I hit it? What's $5,000 going to mean? How exciting is that going to be? How awesome is that going to be? And you kind of have to work up your courage and like steel your resolves and like just freaking lash yourself to the mast, like a good old literary reference. And you step up and you take that shot, but it bounces out, but you realize that you just kicked a little over there and you were a little bit hot. And you're like, no, I got this. I learned something on that. It's going to be better. And they went, no, wait, stop. You got to wait for 8 minutes before you take your next shot. Wait, what? Like, got to wait 8 minutes. Take a seat, man. Take a seat. Walk around. I don't care what you do. 8 minutes, you can take your next shot. And so you step up again, and all of a sudden you're like, okay, I think last time I came in a little hot, and you go too short, and you just brick it. And you're like, shit, I overcompensated. And they're like, okay, you got 7 more minutes before your next shot. And you're like, but I know what I need to do now. And they're like, 7 minutes, man. Sorry, dude. Do y'all see how that would crush you? And then all of a sudden, what would start to happen? You'd start to feel the pressure snowball. You feel the expectations. You couldn't actually adjust. You never get momentum. You never get your shot right. And then you miss out on all that opportunity. That's what you guys are doing to yourself. You just don't realize it. And I was just sharing this with Noah and Bailey just as a concept because I think it's something I haven't really explained to y'all well enough. That's why I wanted to bring it to you today. I'll have people on the team where like literally I'll sit down with them and I'll be like, man, how'd your phone time go? They're like, oh, it's frustrating. Like I only booked 1 demo. No one's answering. And I'm like, oh, that's unfortunate. I said, how many people did you call? And they're like, I called 15. I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, but man, you've been doing phone time for an hour and a half. And if nobody's answering, that means that, like, let's say literally one person answered and you booked a demo because no one is answering, which, y'all know that's hyperbole. But just the same, that means that how long did it take you to dial 14 numbers that didn't answer? Like 30 seconds apiece. I was like, great. So 5 minutes to book a demo and 7 minutes of that. What have you been doing for the other hour and 18 minutes? And you know what their answer is every single time? I have no idea. I don't even know. Can anyone relate to that? Like just that experience of it? So guys, for today, please, don't make yourself do that. The discipline and willpower and the mental fortitude to do the things you need to be effective on the phone, like you've made it once, but you'll keep making yourself go back to that trough. So even if I'd only booked 1 demo, that 1 demo phone time of mine, 30 minutes in and out. And if I book one demo in 30 minutes and I'm like, cool, I'm not stressing. I didn't spend an hour of just racking my brain mentally because I spent 10 minutes of my phone time just cobbling together who the hell I'm going to call this phone time. And then you just go. So yes, I want you to be more effective. But guys, even if you were just the same amount of effective, but you were more efficient and it freed up time to do other things, or it freed up time to work on your list, or pick up your dry cleaning, or go play with your dog, that's still a better use than you just getting the same amount of work done, but doing it in a way that introduces more stress and anxiety. Jot this in your notes. First 10 minutes of phone time is all prep. Try it out for me today, just for fun. Try it out. Make the list of 20 people you're going to call. And by the way, if you don't have 20 people to call, different conversation. Cool, let's do a PC and we'll help you. I'm not worried about it, okay? But that could be the real thing, is like you're just racking your brain too hard. Make the list on a separate sheet of paper. Try it one time. And it'll feel like busy work. You'll be like, oh, why is Brian making me do this? Because I want to help you. And trust me, it's just easier. And then here's the other thing. You should always average 20 calls per hour. If you're calling less than 20 people an hour, you're spinning your wheels. The only reason you should be calling less than 20 people per hour is because you booked like 6 demos that hour. You know what I mean? Because like 6 demos, that's legit. Like booking 6 demos, that's going to take you 30 minutes of talk time. Like 5 minutes per call. Like that's a very real number. 6 demos, that's 30 minutes easily. But guys, if I call 20 people, 12 of them aren't even going to answer. Like at least. So that should be roughly 6 minutes of that phone time. So even if I spent 15 minutes at the beginning getting my names and numbers together, 6 minutes, I'm at 21. 30 minutes to book those 6. Even that, I'm at 51. I got 9 minutes to spare. I'm going to twiddle my thumbs. I'm just going to think about how awesome I am for 9 minutes. But seriously, if you're not averaging 20 calls per hour, then there's just inefficiencies in your game that are introducing stress and anxiety, and I don't want that for you. Okay, I don't want that for you. But conceptually, does that make sense about having to sort of bring yourself to that place once instead of over and over again? Can anyone relate to that? Has anyone spent the 7 minutes between calls of, who should I call next? They're probably not at home. I don't think I bet they already bought cacao. They smell like fish. I smell of fish. I don't want to see them.